welcome back to another video. This really popped when I saw it. That to me is a monster increase. Again, this book got hot. This book is ready to go higher. So let's jump right into it. We are back today with another statue review from Diamond Select Toys. Without further ado, let's get into the review. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Sunday afternoon, daylight savings time. It is 2 p.m. here on the East Coast, and I am bored out of my freaking mind. So I figured I just posted a bunch of books over to Instagram, a little preview of what I was going to be selling over at KON this year. So I said, why not jump on YouTube for an hour at max and show you a short box full of books I'm going to be having at the show on April 6th. You could guys see the scrolling across the bottom of the screen. It is KON number 5. Great comic convention, all comics for the most part. A lot of great dealers from the East Coast, some from a little bit further out. But either way, it is my 5th year going to this thing. This is the first time I'm going to be setting up with Silver Age Spidey Classics. We're both going to be selling a few books over there. So if you guys are not following him on Instagram, you guys are definitely missing out. So with that said, you guys can see the thumbnail here, KON 5. If you're in the East Coast, please mark your calendars. Make sure you go to this thing. Tickets are on sale now, but I believe you can still buy tickets at the door as well. So let me go ahead and get myself on the screen. Hello, how are you? There I am. That's a little better, right? I think so. So what's going on, everyone out there in the community? Like I said, I'm bored out of my mind. It's a Sunday afternoon. I really have nothing going on. A lot of work was put in this week on videos, as you guys will see in a minute. Right now, just went live today is the first episode of Sunday Sit Down. It's episode 1 with a great comic book YouTuber. His name is Ricky, and the name of his YouTube channel is All Sorts of Words. Very funny guy. So make sure after this live stream, if you haven't watched that video yet, go ahead and watch it. It's about an hour long. We talk about everything comics. Really fun time. So go check him out on his channel and that video I just put out. So with that said, let me say hello to the lone person I see who commented here. What's going on, Danny? How you doing, brother? I love that ASM 39. That's right, man. That is my favorite cover of all time in comics. So you guys know that though. But I have multiple copies, so I think probably now is a prudent time to sell one of them. But either way, I'm going to show you guys what I have for sale. I'm going to be bringing to KON. If you guys are interested in something ahead of time, of course, if we can make a deal, that's totally fine with me. You could see along with the show details at the bottom of the screen is my PayPal friends and family address. If you do want to buy something, you can claim it here today as we go through. You can message me on Instagram at the mighty comics _ collectibles. So there you go. Or you can email me in the description of this video. That works as well too. But either way, let me get this off the screen because we all know we're here for KON. But let me show you what's coming up this week, right? What is coming up this week is some awesome stuff. So if you guys don't know, I do a lot of Instagram videos, right? What's selling on Instagram? But here's a new one for you guys. It is what's selling on Instagram live sales. I watch a lot of live sales. I'm always on seeing what books dealers bring to these live sales. And I always pay attention to what people are looking for, what they're asking for, what the sales price is. And not only that, what is actually selling. So this is good. This is a good video because I give you the books that are selling right now or people are always looking for. So this was a pretty good one in my opinion. We don't really talk price in this video, which is nice. It's just about the books themselves, what people are looking for. So if anybody out there like wants to buy something, but they're not really sure what's hot right now, this video is going to tell you, even though not a good way to buy books, but I figured it was a good informational video. So the other video that you're going to see this week is something that is totally new to me, to this channel, is you guys heard me put out something the last couple of videos about buying a collection. Well, guess what? I went to go take a look at my first collection this week, actually yesterday, put together a little video, and I want you guys to check it out. It's a small little collection, but there are some key books in there, and I want you guys to tell me what you think this collection is worth and what you'd be willing to buy it at. So drop the comments down below once you see this thing, but I think it's a good little video. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that this one was really good. So if you ever had any interest in buying a collection, this may be the video for you. Okay. With that said, we're hanging out here on a Sunday. We only have a few people in the room right now, which is totally fine. I understand that it is a Sunday afternoon. A lot of people are hanging out with their families, but I'm bored. And my family, they're just hanging around. So I figured why not jump on and show you guys some books. So we're going to start showing some books in just a minute. I totally have a short box full of books, all raws. And then I have about 6 or 7 slabs I'm going to show you guys as well. If you guys are interested in anything or want to make an offer, you can do so in the chat. And once you do that, you can claim a book. Just write the price. We agree to it. And then, it's yours. If not, that's totally fine too. This is not a claim sale, but if you are interested and want it, I'm here to sell you guys books as well. So you guys are really getting the first crack at these books. I'm taking about 4 to 5 short boxes with me. 3 of them are mine. 2 of them are probably going to be a buddy of mine. So I don't have those books in hand yet. But as for right now, you guys are getting first crack if you want. But if not, this is just like a show of what's going to be there. And this is not all of it. This is just literally one short box. And this is like a lot of the keys. Okay. So let's just get started, right? But in the meantime, while I'm showing you guys this stuff, if you have questions or if you want to talk about something specific, as I go through the books, do me a favor, drop the comments down there and I'll try to address as much as I can. Danny says he cleaned the pool and is getting ready for the kids during the spring break and now taking a break to watch you. Good plan, my man. How hot is it down there in Florida? It's got to be pretty hot. It's actually still pretty cool here. It's about 40 something degrees today, which is still a little cold for me to be outside. But I did some football training with one of my kids, and that's it. So we're gonna start with this one. This is straight out of my PC. I'm gonna be bringing it is. You guys may have seen this one, Fantastic Four number 12, in a CGC 4.0 off-white pages with that great Hulk label. This is one of my favorite books. You guys know that. This is going to be at the show. I'm asking $950 for that book. Up next, like I said, it is a recent pickup, but I will be bringing it to the show as well. Fantastic Four number 52 in a CBCS 4.5 off-white to white pages. Signed by Joe Sinnott. There is a little bit of a sub crease you can see. I should have showed you the back on the other one, but this one is a nice copy as well. I think we have this one listed at $550. There you go. Here's the back of the FF12, but really, really nice. I can definitely benefit from a press because I've had this book like since the beginning, and back then I didn't know about pressing or anything like that. So I would say most of these slabs and most of these books in general have not been pressed or cleaned. Recent pickup of mine, which is going to come to the show. And if it doesn't sell at the show, I probably am going to crack it and keep it from my personal collection and sell the 4.0. But it is a copy of Fantastic Four number 12. Again, the 2.5 off-white to white pages. I had a bunch of comments when I showed this unboxing that this book looks a hell of a lot better than a 2.5, and it absolutely does. You guys can see that date stamp right there as well. And here is the back of the book. Can definitely benefit from a press. You can see there's a little bit of a chip out right here. But if you press this book and really straighten it out, should get a bump, 100%. But a nice book. I think I had this one at $600. But all these books are best offers, but they're priced around GPA right now. So before I get into the next one, let me say hello to 2 people that jumped in the chat. Atomic Adventures, what's going on, brother? How are you? Steve White, what is going on, brother? Good seeing you. So another book, which is a recent pickup, which again, I will keep in the collection, but if not, I will bring it in case anybody wants it. It is a copy of Batman number 227, 5.5 off-white to white pages. This one is a pretty nice looking 5.5. A lot of the times with this 227, you get a miswrap. This one is, you see a little bit of the white, but it's not too bad, and it's pretty straight all the way down. I am asking $550 for this one. There's the back. Again, this book is a little bit dirty, you could see, towards the spine of the book. So definitely could get a bump if someone was interested in cleaning this book. But a nice copy of Batman number 227. A couple more slabs to go, and they're actually the same book. It is a copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 41. You can see the price right there at $550. 5.0 off-white to white pages. Again, a very, very subtle sub crease in the middle of the book. But other than that, it really presents nice. Let me show you guys the back. There it is. Back of this is beautiful. There's really nothing that can be done to the back cover. But again, a nice solid 5.0 for $550. And the last slab that I think I'm going to bring to King Khan is Amazing Spider-Man number 41. Again, a raw book. This one in a 3.0, but it's white pages. A white page book. I listed at $240 or best offer. You can see this giant, crease on the book. I always do that because I'm going the wrong way here with the fingers, but you could see it is a 3.0, 100%. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. It's a little bit of spine wear as well. But let me show you guys the back. Some writing on the back as well. I'm definitely open to an offer on this one because I got it for a steal. So when I buy books, at least nowadays, for the most part, something that's not major, I try to pass off books to you guys that I think are decent buys. So if I see that they're undervalued and I could pass along to someone else who's interested, who maybe can't get on a live sale or is not on social media, I will do that. So, excuse me. All right. So I'm going to show you some comic sets. Okay. I don't have many of them, and then we'll get into the key issues. Here's a set of Batman Year 2, Part 2. You guys familiar with this set? It is a total of 4 issues, and I'm asking $80. All of them are in really pretty good shape. Could always benefit from a press, but we're talking very fine or higher. So average $20 a book, which is still, in my opinion, a great deal, considering there's a few McFarlane covers in here, I bet, as well. I think he did a couple of those. But everybody loves McFarlane Batman because it was such a short period of time that he did a few Batman covers. So that's for $80. I think that's a pretty good deal. The Dark Knight Returns. You guys know this is one of my favorite storylines of all time. Again, this is a set that is just like a mid to fine level set. It's nothing to write home about. But if you have never read the issues of The Dark Knight Returns, you guys are definitely missing out. I have this set as $100, 25 a book, which is actually a decent bet as well. But a classic storyline nonetheless. If you guys haven't read it, you should definitely read it. All right, here's the X-Men #1 set. Now, if you guys weren't around collecting comics when I was a kid in the 90s, there were 4 books that made up this set in X-Men #1. These are all 4 of the covers. I'm not going to take it out. You guys know what they are probably, right? There's so many copies of these books around. Jim Lee covers to boot. So with that said, I am asking $20 for this set of books, which is insane. $5 each, because to me, they're modern books. They're cool #1 issues to have a whole 4 set. If you guys don't know, I think if you put them all together, they make one big picture. So if you haven't checked those out for $20, that's a pretty good deal. Somebody's going to jump on that at the show. I guarantee it. And of course, another one of my favorite storylines is Batman Death in the Family. Great set. These are all very fine copies, possibly even higher, but all 4 issues are here. I'm asking $150. Definitely this first issue is super high grade. So you get a mix of very fine and near mint copies of this book, but either way, $150 for a great storyline. So I think that's it for the sets. Okay. Now let's get into some of these other books that I have. Let me see what they are. Oh no, I apologize. There's a few more sets. That's what this is. So Infinity Gauntlet set. All issues of the Infinity Gauntlet storyline. Just the Infinity Gauntlet. We're not getting into Infinity War or some of the other books. Just the set. I believe there's 7, I think there is. Along those lines, 7 or 8. I forget what it was, but I'm only asking $100 for the Infinity Gauntlet set. Classic storyline. Again, all these books are probably in the VF range, but again, a great set. And the last set, this is the last one now, is a set of Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars, the entire set minus number 8, because I did at one point have a slab of number 8 and I ended up selling it separately. So this is, again, a mid-grade set, just something if you have a Secret Wars 8 at home and you want the rest of the books, only asking $100. That's it. Without 8. Don't forget that, because that's the big issue there. The black suit, we all know, origin of the black costume. But if anybody doesn't want to search out to find the books, I forgot how many are the set. I think it's like 10 or 12 with 8 or something like that. So, or maybe even 14, I think. So that's not a bad purchase. What's going on, Kenneth Bird, brother? How are you? All right, you guys ready for keys or what? So these are some of the keys that I have for sale. These are the big boys, okay? First, a copy of Fantastic Four, number 50, classic Jack Kirby cover. A beautiful copy of this book. My favorite of the trio. Now, this book is a 5560. I have it listed at $299. Very awesome book. So again, a classic cover to boot, in my opinion. That one's coming with. Now, here's a book you don't really see that often. I don't really see anyone post it. It is actually Captain America #6, variant issue, and this is one of the few modern books that I own. It's the first appearance of the Winter Soldier, and this is the issue where he's actually on the front cover. The regular issue, Captain America is on the front cover and not the Winter Soldier. So again, scarce. I don't want to say scarce issue because it's not scarce, but I rarely see this book for sale anywhere with variant outside of eBay. Only asking $85 for this book, which is criminal for the first appearance of an MCU character, a major character in Bucky Barnes, and of course as the Winter Soldier. So next up is a copy of Tales of Suspense number 50. If you guys don't know what this book is the first appearance of the Mandarin. We saw him in the MCU already. I have this book rated at a 4.5. Definitely presents better than a 4.5, but I like to be conservative. First appearance of the Mandarin, I have it listed at $165. So again, a nice, I don't want to say minor villain, but for our purposes, a minor villain for a pretty cheap price. All right. Next book up is Marvel Spotlight on Werewolf by Night number 2. You guys know this is the first appearance of Werewolf in comics. It is about a 5560, and I'm usually conservative, but again, presents very, very nice. The oranges are oranges. There's no fading. I'm asking $220 on this book. And again, this is not a claim sale, but if you want to claim something or you want to message me about something, I just want to give a preview what's going to be at King Con if you're from the area. But again, a great, great key. Here's a copy of Wizard #1 magazine. This is about a 7.5. The big thing with this book is there's like a dog ear right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. There it is. You can see it better now. And I believe this is the exclusive San Diego Comic-Con edition that came out a while back. There's a few ticks on the spine, but other than that, it's a nice copy. If anybody just wants a nice Wizard 1 to rekindle their childhood, I'm asking $120. How about the first appearance of Deathlock the Demolisher? Again, a nice cool key. Minor Marvel villain. Villain, hero, whatever you want to call him. Astonishing Tales number 25. I'm only asking $120 for this book. Again, a nice minor key. The big boy, and you guys know a book I always love. It is a copy of Iron Man #1. I love this book. Love this book. It's about a 4.550, probably a 5.0 in my opinion. But the colors pop on this book. It really does. I'm only asking $500 or best offer on this one. Book I always pick up. No matter where I am, I pick it up. All right, so here's a big one, okay? One of the bigger books I'm bringing. It is a copy of Batman #121. If you guys don't know what this book is, you guys are definitely asleep. It is the first appearance of Mr. Freeze, who actually in the beginning was Mr. Zero. This book is beautiful, okay? Absolutely beautiful. The one thing which makes it a little bit a less of a grade, and I'm calling this book around a 3.0, is this chunk right out of the front cover right here. That's it. Other than that, there's some color breaking crease that runs along down this part of the book, but it is absolutely beautiful. Outside of that, Mark, I hope you don't mean that Mr. Freeze is a minor key, because that is not a minor key. That is a major key. But I'm asking $1,500 on that book, so that's a big key. Another big key, which is going to appear on that video we just talked about, is a copy of Silver Surfer #4. This iconic cover by John Buscema. This awesome cover. This one's about, let's see what I have it graded. Yeah, it's about a 6.0 in my opinion, 5.560. I'm asking $800 for this book. It's raw, which to me is like you don't ever see this book raw. That's why I own it, but I'm gonna bring it with me if somebody wants to buy it. I'm gonna make it available. Here's a copy. You guys know what this book is. I was just talking to Danny about it when we popped on. It's Amazing Spider-Man #39. Now I have like 4 copies of this book, so I think it's just time to let one go. Be prudent. It's my favorite cover ever in comics ever. I'm asking $250 for this one. So I definitely can benefit from a press. You can see there up at the top. I don't know if you guys can see that, but 100%. There you go. You can see that now. Definitely can benefit from a press. If you guys are grading, you guys know I'm a raw guy, but the colors pop on this book. You can see it right there. That's why I love it. All right. Here's a book you don't see too often, in my opinion, in super high grade, but it is really high grade. It is Marvel Spotlight on the Spider-Woman #32. First Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew. This book can benefit from Impress, but this book is really high grade. The corners are sharp, presents well. I'm asking 300 for this one just because it's high grade. But a great key, even though Sony just fucked up this character. We won't get into that. But another great book. So if you guys don't know the story of this book, and it's not a book, it's just actually I had a cover done, a fake cover done for my Action Comics number 12, and the guy who did it for me actually sent this one to me as well. So it's actually the front cover, the back cover, and the interior of the cover and back cover. So it's really cool. Something very unique. I'm only asking 25 bucks for it. But if somebody wanted this, I'd be glad to sell it for them because it's just, you wanted to frame it like Superman covers. That's one of the better Superman covers, in my opinion. Hold on, I have a question here I'm going to answer from Danny. What is the grade on the ASM 39? And I believe it's only like, where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. I think it's like a 4.0, 4.5. Yeah, I'd lean more to between a 4.0 and 4.5 for this book. There are a few, minor spine ticks, but it's not high grade. There's a little bit of pieces of white at the top of this book. So I would probably call it a 4.0, 4.0, 4.5, depending on what day you grade the stuff. All right, so here's a book that I picked up off a live sale not too long ago. It is a copy of Submariner and Hulk, Tales to Astonish, number 82. Now, again, not a big key, Power of Iron Man, Submariner and Iron Man battle, but this is signed by Jack Kirby on the splash page. And this is my only Jack Kirby signature in my collection. I'm going to make it available because in the end all be all, I don't need to keep this book. So I need to, just bring whatever I can. If somebody wants it, great. But I'm only asking $200 for this book, which is insane for like a Kirby fucking signature. But the book itself, there is some, see that on the bottom? So the book itself is not in the greatest shape, but what you're paying for is Jack Kirby signature. Let's not mess around here. That's what you're paying for. It's his signature. So classic Doctor Doom cover, FF57. This one is a mid-grade copy as well, but the colors on it really are nice. But around a mid-grade book, and only asking $70 for this book, but a classic Doom cover. Let me grab the next stack. Hold on. All right. So there's some more keys here as well. You guys ready? We'll keep moving. Again, this is not going to be a long video. I'll show all the books, and then if you have any questions or whatever, we'll talk for a bit, and that's it. So here's a copy of Detective Comics. Blank in my mind here now. Yeah, 359. Thank you. First appearance of Barbara Gordon as Batgirl. Again, this book was graded by CGC at a 4.0 that I cracked out because fuck grading. That's why, because that's how I am right now. Asking $425. It's a nice presenting copy. There are some spine ticks, as you guys should see. I think it's every bit of a 4.0. Nice colors pop. I don't think you're getting a bump on this one though, but it's a nice book. What I say, I'm asking $425. So here's a book that is a one of one. No one else owns this book the way it is right now. So here is a copy of Miles Morales. This is by Ryan Brown, his artwork. Okay, this is a New York Comic Con exclusive from this year. Now, why I say this book is a one of one is it is sneakerhead edition, and I have two copies of this, each with different sneakers. When you went to New York Comic Con, you could have them draw whatever sneakers you want, but they were only allowed to have one pair of sneakers. Okay, like if I got these on, these are what they're called the Royals, Air Jordan 1 Royals. No one else can have an Air Jordan 1 Royal for this book. I have it, and I also have a copy of the Shattered Backboards. Those are my favorite sneakers. So this is a one of one. I'm going to make it available just at King Con and, of course, in this video. If not, I'm going to keep it with me because, like I said, it's a one of one. I'm asking $275. That's it. It's signed by Ryan Brown as well. But this is his art book. Just a really cool cover and a one of one if you're a sneaker fan like me. All right, another book that I got that I cracked out is a copy of Silver Surfer #1. This is a beautiful 4.5. Absolutely beautiful 4.5. You can see it right there by CGC. But look at this. You don't see Silver Surfer 1s in this good a condition. And if they do, they're ridiculously priced. So for me, I think it's every bit of 4.5. I don't think you can get a bump, be honest with you, but I'm asking 545, which is right on the money. Great book that I'm offering only at KON and on this video, or else I will keep it. Smaller keys, Incredible Hulk King Size Annual number 5. If you guys don't know, this is the second appearance of Groot. We all know that first appearance was in, I think, Tales to Astonish. I forget what issue number it is. This is the second appearance of Groot, and it's only 25 bucks, but a book nobody talks about. You guys remember way back when I say don't overpay for second appearances? This is what I mean by not overpaying for second appearances. It's a $25 book, and that's where it should be. We have a Marvel Age 41 classic Stan Lee cover. I have this at 40 bucks. Again, a nice or 30 bucks, excuse me. The 30 bucks is on the front there. 30 bucks. Stan Lee. Again, some of these are smaller keys now. Marvel Team Up number 65. This is the first Captain Britain in the US. So his first appearance was in, obviously, a British book. This is his first US appearance in Marvel Team Up, only asking 40 bucks. So that's a cool one that we may actually end up seeing at some point in the MCU. So this is a unicorn, because I've never seen this book, and I actually picked it up because I had never seen it before. It's X-Force Anno numero 0, and I don't know if this is what variant and what language this is. Somebody told me it was German, but I don't think it is. I thought it might be Italian. It's an X-Force issue, and it comes with an X-Force watch. It also comes with this thing. It looks like a bookmark in the back. I'm only asking $100 for this book, but I've never seen it before. It's insanity. So if you like rare things and you're a Liefeld and X-Force fan, Deadpool fan, stuff like that, Cable, this may be for you. That's why I picked it up, because it's rare. I have never seen one. So next up, another classic cover and a minor book, because it's real cheap. Uncanny X-Men number 145. Awesome Doom cover. Only 20 bucks. So I know someone's picking this one up at King Con. 100 bucks. It's not $100. It is 100 bucks. Somebody's buying it. That's my bet to you guys. 20 bucks. And a couple of cool Thundercats number 1s I'll have there. A couple of variant covers. All right, another big key. These are all mixed up, I guess. Batman number 251. Classic Neil Adams. We all know what this is. Classic cover. So when the Joker becomes the old homicidal maniac we know him as. Great undervalued key, only $450 right now. Graded at a 5560, which is a beautiful, beautiful looking copy of this book. Absolutely beautiful. So steal for someone. That'll be gone. First day, even though it's only one day this year. Copy of Champions number 1. Decent copy. 30 bucks. You guys like minor keys? Another minor key. Marvel Comics Presents number 72. Weapon X, first Weapon X. Nice book. 30 bucks. Very, very nice book if you're a Wolverine fan. Marvel Age number 40. So anybody out there know what the significance of this book is? It's the first time McFarlane has published Spider-Man, I believe, in this Marvel Age. This is before his ASM run. Spider-Man. It was this book. It's only 40 bucks. Great McFarlane cover. Love this one. We have a Shadow number 1. Some classic Jack Kirby goodness. It's an 8.0 for 20 bucks. Another classic book. If you're a DC Kirby fan, we have a Wonder Woman number 1. Anyone see the price tag there? Can you see that? 5 beans for a Wonder Woman number 1. Some George Perez goodness. That's going to be there. That'll be gone. I guarantee you at the show. Machine Man number 1. 10 bucks. Another more Jack Kirby Marvel goodness. This is when he went back to Marvel. Savage Dragon. Everybody remember this book? He's still, I can't believe Larson is still doing this book from the 1990s and now, and this book is still going, which is crazy to me. It's the only thing he does. He's such an underrated artist, in my opinion. But either way, 5 bucks. And we have a Shazam. What issue is this? Number 2? Yeah, number 2. This is actually the first appearance of the Worm. Fine copy. What is it? 5 bucks. So minor key. So this is the last of it that I'm going to show you today. and that's going to be it. The rest of the stuff is you guys are going to have to wait till King Kong. But I just wanted to do one short box today. If you guys like Silver Age Hulk, I do. Incredible Hulk 106, beautiful copy. Asking $40 because you just don't see these for in the grade that this book is in. We have a, keep that like that, a 111 for $40. Again, in really beautiful shape. Look at that cover. Oh, beautiful. A 112 for $50. Super beautiful white cover. Awesome book. Then we jump all the way ahead to 384. So nothing crazy. I'm gonna move through these pretty quick because I don't even know why they're in this box. 385, 386. You guys know I love some Hulk. 389, 398. You know what? I may not even show the rest of these. They're all dollar books or whatever. So that is it. That is the short box. One of the short boxes that I'm bringing to King Kong. So a lot of great stuff that I'm bringing with me. And those are just some of the keys that I'm bringing. You guys can't see it from here, but I have three other short boxes right there. And a friend of mine is giving me two. So there's going to be some great stuff there. This is just me. I'm going to be setting up with Silver Age Spidey Classics, who also always has some great shit. I know there's a lot of great vendors that are from the area that coming down. Zap Comics is there. They're one of my favorites. Barry Gary will be there. E-Rod will be there. A couple other ones. What the hell's that guy's name? Bunch of other guys. Let me just say that. And gals. This year is going to be awesome. So if you're in the area, do please stop on by. It's in Park Ridge, New Jersey, April 6th. It's a Saturday. Again, it's right down the road for me. So again, this is the best show of the year, in my opinion. This, and I think Terrificon in Connecticut are the two. Terrificon's a lot bigger, but this year King Kong is supposed to be a little bit bigger than it was because they have a new venue. So I think they're going to allow more dealers in there from my knowledge. But either way, it's always a good time. It's a one-day show to boot this year. In years past, it's been 2 days. This year, only 1 day. So I feel like there's going to be a lot more people trying to cram into that 1 day. So Geekimus Prime, that is an awesome freaking name, will be there, which is awesome. Tom, I'm planning on going to TurfCon. I was there last year. The only caveat would be is if my oldest has a football game or something along those lines on that Saturday, then it might be an issue. But other than that, I am planning to go. Yes, I will be there only the 1 day though. Probably the Saturday morning, I believe. So, or possibly the Friday. I forget. I'm going to say probably the Saturday. So that's my plan as of right now. Yes, to go. I know a lot of people are going to be there from the community this year, and it is a great show. There were a lot of comic vendors last year, which I absolutely love. Jim Lee's going to be there this year. So if you like getting signatures, I know Claremont was there last year. A bunch of other people were there last year. A bunch of actors are also there. So if you're going to get signatures to me, I think this is one of the better shows of the year to do so. It is not ultra crammed because the space that they have for this is monstrous. Plenty of walking room, at least when I was there last year, and I expect the same this year. So King Kong, I'm really looking forward to. We're under a month away now, 3.5 weeks, and I expect a lot of books to be sold because the dealers that I've bought from there, they're open to working with people, and to me, that's the biggest issue when I go to cons is that a lot of the prices are ridiculous. Like we all know, you go to a con and it's like GPA is 500 and they're asking $800. So, but King Kong, in my opinion, has been very fair, very workable. So that's what I want to see. I know a bunch of the dealers, not everybody, but a bunch. And also we're going to be live streaming from there. We'll probably do another live show, selling books, whatever's there, whatever, we'll sell something to people on Instagram. We'll probably do an Instagram sale, not a YouTube sale. And then we'll also, we'll shoot some video, interview some people, get somebody on the lives as well. I know Chef's going to be there. What's going on, brother? Yes, that Doom cover is awesome, brother. And it's only cheap. It's $20. It's $20 book. But if you like awesome Doom covers like I do, like I said, I expect at least 33% of these books to sell because I'm open to offers. I want to, get rid of some of this stuff. Some of the bigger stuff I don't need to get rid of. It's just I'm offering it up if somebody's interested. But to me, it's just it's good practice to kind of move books in and out. If I could help someone out who doesn't watch live shows as much as I do, then I will do that. but either way, we're going to have a blast. Also, we might be starting some consignment stuff where we're going to add some stuff to the page, maybe Silver Age Spidey Classics page as well. So be on the look at that for that. Make sure you guys are following him. Kikamis says, Terrificon is a great show. Did a photo op with Kevin Conroy at Terrificon 2022, his last show. Yeah, I mean, it's really, to me, it's a top 2 show that I go to. King Con being the other one. I still love New York Comic Con, even though it's gotten to be crazy with some of the fluff that I call it. But if you go there just for comics, last year I bought a lot of books for my ASM run. You guys know that. You just got to go to the right dealers. Like if there's something specific you're looking for and you know who to buy from, then I think you'll do well. If you kind of don't know and you don't know pricing off the top of your head, that's where it becomes an issue because everything becomes muddled. I always say if you're going to a con, have maybe 10 to 20 books that you're looking for and that the grades written down, the prices written down, so the estimate of what you should about be paying for these books. That's the best way to attack a con, even if it's a small show. Because you just walk in willy-nilly, you're going to have a problem. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be an issue. You'll overpay for some stuff. There's a lot of FOMO sometimes at show, especially if they're busy. And I expect King Con to be a big show. I hope people bring their money. I hope people are looking for bigger books because I think this is one of the better shows of the year where you can buy bigger books and not just buy some of the smaller stuff. So it's what I've been on for 36 minutes. 3:00, I'm going to shut this down. So we got about 20 minutes. If you guys have any questions about books or whatever. But like I said, I was really kind of bored today. So I'm like, why don't I just hop on for like a live show, stuff like that. So you guys let me know. I'm taking the earmuffs off because I guess I don't really need them if I'm not talking to anybody. But so any books you guys want to talk about? Anything you're looking to hunt down? I'm going to tell you right now, if you guys are at shows, and I'll tell you this, I'm going to be at the show selling books, and I'm still telling you guys this, is that don't overpay for shit at shows. Don't overpay for shit on IG. People, I'm telling you right now, I was just talking about this with somebody else that I'm going in and I'm just like, I don't want to say lowballing the shit out of people, but I'm trying to get deals wherever I can. Like I just made somebody a ridiculous offer on a big book, literally 20% off ask on a big book. They declined it, but you know what? All it takes is one person to say, you know what, I need the money on this book, and yeah, I'll take it because that's how to do it. Don't pay up for anything. People need the money. People want to move books, and if their prices are ridiculous, I'm gonna say right now they don't want to move books. So keep that in the back of your head. But I am super looking forward to King Con. I have not set up at a show since last summer, the Garden State Comic Fest, and me and my buddy had a blast at that show. I sold a lot of books. Everything was fairly priced. People were buying. So I'm hoping at King Con this year that we're going to get the same turnout. I think we will get more savvy collectors at King Con because usually it's guys that I know that they collect books, they know what to pay for books, so which is good because I don't want to see anybody overpay for anything, and I try to work with anybody, whether you need a small payment plan, stuff like that. If you're local, if you need me to ship a book, totally fine with it because that's how you help someone out, and that's what I'm all about. What's going on, Phil? What's going on, brother? How are you? Atomic Adventure says, I don't ever sell, but I'm looking to get funds for a big book, and I'm willing to part with a Hulk 181 5.0 white pages only because I have a nice ungraded copy that would be a good price to sell. Yeah, man. I mean, if you're, what book are you looking for? Do you know what big book you're looking for? And you're the one that says, are you going to be at King Con this year? I don't remember. If that was you, then maybe you might want to bring it because if you find your book there, maybe you want to trade for it. But I don't know. That's up to you. Paul says, went to a toy show today and scored big time on some old Batman 12 cents. Nice. Was that on the East Coast, Paul? Because I know there's a toy show by me going on. That's why I ask. Journey to Mystery 83. So that is a good book that has come down in price a little bit. Is there a specific grade that you're looking for, Atomic? Or no, just any grade that you find affordable? But that's a good trade-off, in my opinion. I always think my motto is silver always trumps bronze. There's a lot of 181s out there, and there are a lot of 83s out there. Journey to Mystery 83s, but a lot less than 181. So I do think that's a nice trade-off, especially for a nice copy, because you could always re-add the Hulk 181 at another time. Kansas City. Okay, Paul. That's pretty cool. Listen, I don't know if someone's going to have a Journey into Mystery 83 there, but you know, everybody always looking to buy raw 181s. I could tell you that right now. But CGC 5.0 white pager is pretty good too. That's definitely in somebody's wheelhouse. Not that expensive, not that crazy expensive. There's a lot of more expensive copies that I think are sitting. The more affordable copies people can go out and spend, realistic money on. Again, somebody else who I was just having a conversation with, and the higher grade stuff, when you get to Silver Age, becomes harder to move. Yes, the value is a lot more, but that's because, the willing buyers at that price point are a lot less. Thanks, Paul. I really appreciate that, brother. So much. So again, we're just hanging out today. I got nothing going on. I'm only here till 2, 15 minutes. Vinny, what's going on, brother? How are you? Just I've been so busy with, work stuff and then coming home. I put out a lot of content recently, a lot. Oh, don't forget, dude, we're almost at 7,000 subs. We're like literally 160 something away at this point. So we're right there to give that Daredevil 16 away and that AF 15 print we're giving away also to a different subscriber, one to one subscriber, one to another subscriber. So be on the lookout. When we hit 7K, I'm going to put up a live stream. I'm going to do it on a live stream and we'll select somebody who shows up to the live stream. So make sure I'll do it in advance so everybody has advance notice. Even if you have to wake up in the middle of the night, you want to be there to try to win this thing because you also have a better chance, right? If you're on a live stream with 100 something people, you have a better chance than winning of 7,000 people that are subbed. So I will give you plenty of notice to get on the live stream though. So don't, and I'll constantly remind you guys before I do it. That's how we're going to do it. I am thinking about this. Check this out. Let me know what you think. Outside of the one person that said they're going to be at King Con, is anybody else going to be at King Con in the comments? Do me a favor, comment. Are you going to be at King Con? You said just say yes or whatever, because I think Chef's going to be there as well. So I have 4 of those AF15 prints. Okay. One of them, no, there's 4. One is going to go to a subscriber. One's going to go to a member of the channel that I said. So one of the members is going to get one of those as well. We'll do a raffle at a separate time. But I'm actually thinking of taking one of those prints to King Con and raffling it off and calling and getting someone's info. And the winner be picked after the show and actually me sending it to the winner. So if you guys are going to King Con and you want that print, we're going to do, a minimal price to get in. The price for the raffle, something cheap, and you have a chance, I think, to win that thing. I'm contemplating doing that. If you think it is a good thing for me to do, then comment down below because I think somebody would love that at King Con. I think it would draw a lot of interest also in the channel, which obviously is my main goal. But that fucking print is one of the greatest things you'll see. 100%. Like it is freaking phenomenal. Vinny says, I gine for myself stuff too. I don't know what that means. I gine for my stuff, my selling stuff 2.5 to 5.5 or 6 is really good for Silver Age books. Oh, he finds himself. I got it. I got you, brother. Yeah, I mean, even depending on the book, you can sell books for a 1.0 that are Silver Age, that are complete, that present okay, and they fly because the cheaper. If someone just wants like a cheap, nice presenting copy of a book and it's not too beat up, even if for a 1.0, like I always say for like a 1.0, like I got an ASM 1 that's missing the back cover and I always buy complete books. That's the only incomplete book I own. Actually, it's one of 2, but it presents like it's a 4 or 5 and it absolutely looks beautiful. That's the only reason I bought it and I got it for a deal. So I always say if you can buy a 1.0 and it's not about monetary value at that point, but if you buy a 1.0 and you just leave it in a Mylar or leave it graded if you want to grade it, and it presents awesome, like and you get it for a steal because it's so cheap because it's a 1.0, totally worth it, in my opinion. There's no reason always to spend up for higher grades. You end up taking that money that you would have spent on another book that you want and putting it towards something that's higher grade. Like, you know what? Do I really want to sink all this money into this book? You may not want to. Yep. Low grade silver moves. And he says it needs an ASM 20, not just what it's a personal thing. I'm a Scorpio. There you go. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do that with that AF15. I'm gonna get an easel, prop it up, and raffle it off to somebody. Just think it's a really cool idea. But that's what I'm planning on as of right now. So if you're going to King Kong, you're going to luck out and you have a chance to win one of those as well. But also, if you're a sub of the channel and show up to the live stream where I do it. But like I said, it's just a lazy Sunday here. I did like a workaround to my room here, so at some point I may show you guys another a room tour, because I ended up getting rid of some stuff and changing stuff around. So I may do that as well. But Paul says, I'm always hunting Bronze Age horror, but rarely find any in the wild. I think on live sales, I can continually see Instagram live sales. I continually see Bronze Age horror move because they're inexpensive, right? They're not that expensive. Same with the Dave Stevens stuff I've seen now. Very, very inexpensive books that people are flocking to. And I don't know why. His artwork is awesome. Don't get me wrong. But usually when something is hot, I kind of know why. In this instance, I don't. But Bronze Age horror is very cool. And a lot cheaper than pre-code horror. I like the pre-code horror stuff a little better. I love those classic covers and the gory covers. Whereas you moved into the Bronze Age, they won't allow you to do that stuff anymore, even the Silver Age. But they're very cool books. Anybody else looking for something that right now they're hunting for that they can't find or they're not finding good pricing on? I'd love to hear about it because we got about 14 minutes or less, and then I'm jumping off. Got to go start cooking dinner. But anybody want to see anything? I could take something out if you want to see one of these books. Except for the stuff all the way at the top, but. Oh, brother. Vinny says, writes in an Adam's Bronze Age horror is great, but hard to find in the wild. I think a lot of those people who hang on to those books because they're cheap, right? They're not expensive books. They're not, when you get great covers and they're not expensive, why let them go? They're not going to help you financially unless you're desperate for something for cash, but that's about it. All right, guys, I'm going to head out. There's not really much going on in the chat. So again, I'm going to be at King Kong April 6th with Silver Age Spidey Classics. If you're in the area, make sure you're there because there's just going to be a ton of deals to be had. If you're watching this on the rewind, make sure you check out these books. If you're interested in something, you can always send me an email or contact me, mightycomics_collectibles on Instagram. All right. Then guys, thank you guys for joining me for another hour or so on YouTube, and make sure you're looking forward to all the stuff I'm coming this week with the videos. I got 2 other videos that are coming this week, plus the Hot 10 breakdown of the week. So as always, this is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics and Collectibles saying thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon.